Hey guys, Skippy here again. All right, so we're gonna get June knocked out, and then I'll be caught up for a few days. Let's get right into it. 70,000 bahts the budget. This is for June 2026. Uh, Aircon 27, or well, I say aircon. Electric 2793.10. The reason that is that amount is because of the aircon usage. If you don't use aircon, you're gonna have a lot smaller electric bill. Water, that's every 2 months for 435 baht. Um, my catch-all, I call it, for supermarket, going out to a restaurant, any kind of thing involving food, or I don't know, we buy something like anything where it doesn't fit in anything else, I throw in here. Um, this miscellaneous night out, I think Soda might have went out for out with friends or something, and I had to buy a charger for her niece has an iPad. She had this charger that wasn't like it was not a fast charger. It took forever to charge her iPad, so it was like, I don't know, 700 baht or something for an Apple product, of course. Um, anyway, that with the night out and the charger was 1,700, and somebody had a little bit of a motorbike accident. Nothing serious. Some scrapes and stuff like that. I mean, motorbike accidents. I don't really like to ride a motorbike in Thailand. I do have a license, a Thai motorbike license, and I have a Thai driver's license. Around here, even here, you can have an accident. I would never ride one in Pattaya or Bangkok ever. But here I do sometimes, but after this, I may not. I take the car. Um, in any case, took her to a clinic, get her scrapes tended to, and the motorbike got fixed. I don't remember the cost of each one, but there it is for everything, 4,150 baht. So if you're riding a motorbike, be careful. All right. That's all I can say. Or if you have the option not to, I wouldn't. But and listen, I was an avid motorcycle rider in the United States. I had a Suzuki Katana. It was like a 600, I think. Yeah, 600, which is a decently fast bike, especially compared to what you're riding around here. I mean, the CCs here are what, 180 or something like that. I don't even know. But still, that doesn't you can have an accident, so be careful out there. My vice column, I mentioned before, vaping is going away just because, it's not, I know it's not good for me. I'm getting rid of that. Kratom, I told you I don't take that anymore either. It upsets my stomach. The cannabis, as long as it's legal here, I'm gonna do it. Even, I mean, it's something I enjoy. I take it in the evening. It's not like I'm high all day or anything. Um, up to me. Girlfriend, I call it this is her salary, 10,000 baht. Doctor, nothing. Prescriptions, 888. I take monthly maintenance medications. Thai clinic, I've talked about this already. This was for an STD check. I talked about it was a little expensive, but it was a specialized clinic. Yearly health check. This I do every year. Blood work. I go to AEK International Hospital, New Tani. Great place. Um, it's like there's a menu, different menus of tests you can get. It's like a wellness center, I guess. And I talked to this where they cover, like, they did blood work, chest x-ray, ultrasounds, all that good stuff. I came back pretty good, pretty good. He told me not to stop drinking, which every doctor tells everybody not to drink, I guess, and exercise. So yeah. So 300 baht for lottery tickets. I must have taken a withdrawal. I like to have cash. 10 baht fee for that from the Bangkok Bank. Visa costs 1666.67. I just put that away monthly. Nothing from Lazada. No massages or haircuts. Aircon cleaning. Oh, here's where it went up. It was 1,600 before. It went up to 1,800, so it went up 200 baht. We just had that done again. I have it done every June because after a year, you can tell the air conditioner is not performing as well as it could. I have Daikin, Daikin units, which are supposed to be very good. But like, for example, like at the end of the year, after they've been cleaned, putting it down to 26, 25, 24 to keep it cool. But once it's cleaned, I have it up like on 27 or 28, and it's blowing cool. It's very cool enough for me, so it's worth getting done. Keeps them lasting longer. Anyway, I break that down by 12, 150 per bot per month. Same thing, termite treatment. That's a once a year cost, but I break it down monthly, 583.33. Car registration, same thing, 24.79 divided by 12, 206.58. Car insurance, same deal, 19,475 again. I think I can get this cheaper. Next time renewal comes up in October, I'm going to check Rugi, which is an online broker. I'll let you know how that goes. 731 baht is for the motorbike registration. VPN, I talked about this. I got 2-year deal with NordVPN. I break it up over 2 years, 106 baht per month. Car. Oh, we had the car. It was due for a maintenance, radiator flush and fill. That was like 1,900 baht. The place we go to, which is a great place, it's a local garage around here. They had the type one Honda fluid. Hondas, you have to use Honda fluid, or you should use Honda fluid, radiator fluid, because it's an aluminum engine, right? So they recommend you use this. In any case, they only had type 1 fluid. I had them order me type 2. It lasts a lot longer. It's better for the newer models. I have a 2019. In any case, 1,900 baht for that. I had to have them order the type 2 fluid, but they did. It took about 3 or 4 days. Car wash, 380 baht. I think it went up. I think it was 280 baht. It went up 100 baht. I don't know what's up with that. I might have to look for see what the other car wash charges. Gas 1660. That's one fill up. Internet 501.33. That's a monthly cost. Phone 208.33. That's 2,500 baht per year divided by 12. I have an AIS unlimited internet. This is new, and I don't know why I didn't put this in here before. I'm not going to go back and adjust everything, but this is something I wanted to talk about. If you're coming from the United States, a SIM card. I bought this from Ultra Mobile. You can buy this SIM card on eBay. It's called the Ultra Mobile Paygo, Paygo SIM. It's a physical SIM card. They may now this was back in 2023. They may have an electronic version of this in eSIM now. I don't know, but in any case, it's $3 per month, and I run it off of Wi-Fi. So I have it's a genuine United States cell phone number. I believe Ultra Mobile is owned by Mint Mobile. You may have seen Ryan Reynolds shilling that on commercials. But in any case, it's good to have this. You should have a US number. A lot of people use these like I don't know, Yellow or Tello, VoIP, voice over internet protocol apps, which I think they work for a lot of people. The problem is a lot of financial institutions in the United States will not accept via VoIP. So they can tell sometimes, they can check it, and then you're kind of screwed because a lot of times your financial institution wants to send you a OTP, one-time passcode or whatever they call that, to your cell phone. So if you don't have a cell phone, where are they going to send it to? I mean, some will do it through email, but the ones I deal with, they want to send you an OTP to your phone. Well, they're not going to send it to a Thai phone. As a matter of fact, if you tell them you live in Thailand, if you tell your financial institution you live in Thailand, they may or may not close your account because you don't have a United States address. I maintain a United States address, and I recommend if you can do it. You can use a relative or whatever. Maybe you still have a house over there or an apartment, or you can use a relative, use their address that you live there. Um, there's no reason for anybody to know where you are. I know the latest thing with the governments now, the OECD and the WEF are trying to globalize everything. Personally, I'm totally against that. I don't want to get into a political thing here, but I don't want governments knowing where I'm at, right? Like, it's just my government doesn't need to. Now, for example, in Thailand, I have to do a 90-day report every 90 days. I can kind of understand that because I'm a foreigner here. I mean, I think it's a bit of a stupid thing. My visa agent does it for me, so I don't even have to do it. Um, but a lot of people do it themselves, and it's every 90 days you got to show up at immigration and you say where you are. I understand what they want. They want to know where the foreigners in the country are. I wish the United States did the same thing, but they don't. They just let people in apparently, and you just go wherever the hell you want. And hence all the problems that they're having over there now. Again, I don't want to get into the whole political thing about that, but bottom line is, governments don't, unless they need to know, they don't need to know, right? So anyway, the Ultra Mobile Pago SIM, highly recommend it. You need to have Wi-Fi to use it. You can't just walk around and run it off my AIS. Yeah, it's a standalone SIM. It probably works in the United States, but when you're outside the United States, you need Wi-Fi. In any case, highly recommended to have a genuine U.S. phone number. I think you all should do that before you come here if you're coming from the United States. I would assume other countries have something similar. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. So, leftover, again, I took another little trip. So, let's go here. 70,000 minus what? 1996.84. So, had I not traveled to Udon my my monthly cost for this month in June would have been 68,003 Thai baht and 16 satang. However, I went to Udon. So I forget how many days that was for. I could go back and look, but sometimes I just go there to get away. Maybe I go into the doctor or something like that where I want to see. There is a hospital here where I live, but look, I speak English. I do not speak Thai. Um, I have nothing against the hospital here. I do use it, but for something like comprehensive checks and things like that, I want to go to a international hospital where they're used to dealing with foreigners. I must have Farang, but Farang. And it's just my preference. I know guys that use the hospitals in Bangkan or wherever local government hospitals, and they're fine with it. Up to you, as they say. So anyway, the Udon Thani trip was 18,402. So that put me actually over. So what are we at here? 16,405.92. So 86,405.92 with the trip, with the traveling. So again, I want to show you guys, definitely doable living here under 70,000, probably 60,000, but there's certain things I like and I buy that I don't have to buy, right? But if you're really disciplined, you could easily lower that 70,000, I think. But so all in all, 86,000. I'm over. Again, I'm showing you without travel, with travel, uh, just to show you. All right, I'm gonna cut this off now, so you're probably tired of hearing me with these 3 videos I uploaded. Again, I'm gonna make an empty promise. I'm gonna try to be more diligent about this. I am addicted to this video game I'm playing. Maybe that'll wear off, but I do enjoy video games, so it's something I like to do at night. Again, I take a little bit of cannabis, go upstairs, have a beer, or not a beer, but I'll tell you what I really like now is this. There's these canned pre-mixed things you can buy. It's the same size as a beer. It has the same alcohol content as a large beer. It's a Hong Thong, HONG space THONG. It's like just Hong Thong whiskey, I guess. It's whiskey, or it's a white spirit. I'm not sure what it is. They call it whiskey here. It's mixed with soda water, and it's pre-mixed. It's 4.8% alcohol. I like that just because it's easy for me to gauge. When I'm playing a video game, I don't want to have a full bottle of whiskey downstairs and a bunch of soda water because I'll probably overdo it a little bit, and I don't want to get into that. It's something I don't want to do. So I come up here, have a little cannabis, have a little drinky drink, and play my video game, and I'm happy as a pig in you know what. So not an excuse, just the facts. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. If you haven't subscribed and you're watching these videos, I would appreciate it if you did, but it's up to you. Or give it a like. I appreciate the feedback, really. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon. The next one will be July.